I was afraid of that. Gloria, I got gold fever. Well, hey, Pilgrim. Are you lost? How'd you ever find this channel? Well, welcome. My name's Kenny. You know, I saw an ad the other day for a vacation down in Cuba for $1,500. You know, I always thought it'd be fun to go to Cuba. Go back and see those cars. Step back in time to the 50s and 40s, it seemed like. Wouldn't that be great? Anyway, so I went down to the bank and took out $1,500 and bought all this stuff. Yeah, I went ahead and bought a GoPro camera and a bunch of mining equipment. Gold fever has struck. Well, you know, my gold fever's been in remission for about 15 years, and you know, I started looking at these videos of Jeff Williams and Dan Hurd and the likes of these other crazy prospectors. And anyway, I always liked making movies, and I thought, start a YouTube channel. Why not? You know, I could not find gold as good as the next guy. So this channel is going to be about finding gold nuggets of the mineral kind, and maybe along the way we can find a few nuggets for the mind, some words to live by. We're going to be concentrating our efforts in Douglas County, Oregon, gold country. Now, Douglas County's got a few interesting facts. First of all, least amount of wind in the whole country, at least on average. We get a storm or two like everybody else, but pretty calm around here. Of course, logging's real big. In Douglas County, it's the only county based on one watershed. We got the North Umpqua and the South Umpqua, and comes together west of Roseburg there and heads on out to the Pacific. Comes out by Reedsport and Winchester Bay. Here's a map of Oregon. Douglas County, southwest Oregon. Can't see it too good, but right here. One watershed. Kind of interesting. A lot of creeks and rivers with gold around here. Well, here we are. Myrtle Creek has a little section of the Applegate Trail, blazed in 1846. Thought I'd show you a little segment of it. We still got some wagon ruts. Anyway, we're going to go up and take a look. Well, here we are. Applegate Trail. Can you imagine this? Trying to go up this in a wagon or stagecoach? It's crazy. Okay, now you imagine you come up over that way from the north. You come up over the hill there. I'm going to put you up like a stagecoach driver. This would be what it's like coming over the hill into Myrtle Creek. Right above the Umpqua River down there. Anyway, here we go. Holy cats, hit the brakes. I just can't imagine going down the hillside in a stagecoach or something. Anyway, I thought I'd just try to show you what that was like here in Myrtle Creek. Applegate Wagon Road, 1846. There's a shot of the bridge going into Myrtle Creek from I-5, and you see the river down there. During the Depression, people actually panned for gold down there and made a living. They didn't make a killing, but they did make a living. Anyway, up around that bend, around that knoll, is a train trestle. I thought I'd go take a check and do a little panning, see what we can find. See if we beat those guys in the Depression era. Well, here we are on the road down to the river by the Trestle. Seems like every small town in America's got one of these little roads out of town, just on the edge of town. You know, a place where everybody hangs out in the summer and gets down by the river to cool off in those hot days. Oh yeah, pretty big ruts. You could lose a semi down some of these. Well, here we are, down by the Trestle. Some of our local artists' work. Not too bad. I don't know who KYT or DTC is, but there's the Trestle. A friend of mine, when he was a teenager, dove off there and broke his wrist. Seems the river's not quite as deep there as he thought, but he had a lot of fun anyway. But he's never done it again. I don't know if you can see, I got some bedrock down there I want to go check out, so let's go see what happens. Yeah, you can see I-5 just zooming by there, just above the river there. Yeah, I've jumped off a small cliff or two. Never anything this high. I was never a daredevil, but anyway, here's the South Umpqua River. Beautiful day down here today. It's about 70-ish. Birds and ducks. Slight breeze. Anyway, here's some of this bedrock. I want to see if I can find some cracks or something. Just do a little test pan and try out my new gold claw. You know, I didn't bring many tools with me. Just do a little scratching around. Anyway, we got a nice inside bend right here just north of the Trestle, or east of the Trestle, I guess, really. If you see up there, it makes there's about a 90-degree bend up around the, still a ways up there by that other gravel bar. And this bedrock, pretty exposed. See where it's dug a lot of channels, but they're all going with the river, so finding a good crevice, might be a little hard. But it all looks interesting anyway. Just a good day to be out. That bend up there, actually some scuba divers said that was the deepest spot in the whole river system. Got a hole up there about 40 feet deep, and trees down the bottom of it. I probably won't be going down there. Well, I found this crack down here. A lot of little stuff embedded in there. I'll see how solid it is. And this hole right on the downriver side of this big part of bedrock. And at least it's crossing the river angle instead of going with it. Anyway, do some digging, see what happens. Well, there's this this crevice. Been working on for, I don't know, 15 minutes. As you can see, got this little weeder tool. Must be about 8 inches long up to the handle, and I'm totally down there and it just keeps on going. Anyway, I got enough for a little test pan. Not much, but there it is. I'll pan this out, see if there's anything in there to make it worthwhile to keep digging this crevice out. Boy, some of these rocks are tight. Little two-toes sure makes it look easy. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Well, that pan was pretty much a bust. Nothing in there. Not even any black sand, really. Of course, I'm Still getting used to this gold claw, a little different kind of panning. But I might move to a different spot, just check things out. I'm just looking for a little color, just to see what's down here. Well, I found this little spot here. Doesn't look the best, but there are some bigger pieces of boulders and gravel stuck in here. So I'm just gonna dig a little bit out and just see what's under there. So I moved those boulders, not really boulders, but almost. And there is a little pocket under there, some finer gravel and some packed sand. Yeah, we'll dig it out and see how tight it is, and maybe it trapped a little gold flakes. We'll just see now. Of course, that's when the GoPro battery died. No, I didn't do as good as those Depression era guys. In fact, they would have skunked me. Of course, that was last spring, and just started a test video there. And of course, I got a couple of minor health issues, and then in the summer, boy, got busy. Full of excuses, and finally getting this channel up and running. It's only been 8 months. Okay, maybe 9. And here it is, middle of January 2020. Threatening to snow the other day. Pretty cold. Did you see Dan Hurd the other day? High banking on Fraser River up there in BC. Snow on the ground. Pretty hardcore. Mr. Hurd, you're hardcore. As a carpenter in LA, we had a saying. 3 drops on a brick. We're out of here. Anyway, thanks for dropping in, and hope you come back again. Maybe next time I'll have a little more actual prospecting video. Anyway, goodbye. Twist and shout.